I am bullish, but I am very cautious. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down why I am bullish and why I am being very cautious. Right? So we're not gonna waste too much time, guys. We all see the day today. The market opened really down based on the news that happened with the investigation or the subpoena of Fed Chair Jerome Powell. So the market did not really like that, just to start off. So we had the market dropping pre-market. We went way down. I really thought we were going to really go down, right? But remember yesterday when I told you guys, even though the news currently seems to be bad, right? The market is down, but we have to be careful. We don't know yet. The market sometimes take a little more time for it to digest a news. But what happens? Nothing really changed. Did that change the structure of the market? That really change exactly what's going to happen next? Nothing really changed. Just that okay, John Powell was received that subpoena. So there's that grand jury investigation. And does that mean he's going to get removed tomorrow? No. Does that mean he can do anything to stop it? No. So nothing changed as of now. And but the reason part of the reason I'm being careful with the market is we keep throwing all these things at the market. At some point, something's going to break, and we're not going to be able to handle that. And if you haven't seen the news yet, we actually just got news. There will be a 25% tariff on any country doing any trade with Iran. So this is new. That was just that post just went out. So we're talking about possibly China, India, and these are two of our biggest trading partners. What does that mean for the market? What does that mean for you as far as an American consumer? We're going to anyway. We don't know yet, so we don't know what I can do. We know what we do here, guys. There's no BS. There's no fluff. What we do is stick to the charts. Let the chart tell us exactly what it is that's going on. Because obviously, again, as I keep telling you guys, candlestick pattern is the stock market's language, and you must learn it. And this is why I'm here, getting you guys going. All right, let's dive right into it. We're going to start with the S&P 500. This is interesting. All right. You all know. I'm going to. Those will stay in the chart throughout the year, right? Because that is a reminder. Over here, if you're not familiar, if you're new here today, POP stands for process over profit. This is a reminder for you guys to always follow your process, have a trading plan, follow that trading plan, and do not get FOMO into anything. And make sure you just really stick to that trading plan. If you stick to your trading plan, you follow your process, the profit will come. But if you're chasing profit, that's how you get overly aggressive on certain things where you shouldn't, where you know you shouldn't, but you'll take it anyway and just hoping it works out. All right. So over here, we're not doing that. We're not doing any hoping and praying something works out. We are trading. We only trading our patterns. We go after our patterns. This is what we see. So we're going to take those trades. If we don't see it, we are not taking it. So just getting right into it. As of today, so this is what we did. You can see this is what the candle did. We closed on Friday at 694. We actually opened way down here. Remember the other day, guys, when I told you guys, I believe that was yesterday in that video yesterday, I told you guys I started building a position on the SPY based on what I was seeing. So when that happened, I actually went in. I put a stop loss on a couple of those options, so I was able to capture some of that profit. I'm still holding some of it right now. I'm still building that position, but hey, I saw the profit. I just took it. All right, and I'm glad I did because if I didn't, I would probably be down a little bit, not much, but I would be down maybe a few, a couple of hundred in that play currently because that's a play that is still being played out. I think this is our big level. 700, that's my target, so we're about 5 points away. But as of right now, based on the process, again, if we're going on the process, I have been talking to you guys about, as of right now, we have actually confirmed this breakout because this closed above. All right. Um, So real quick, little announcement. Guys, I know. Thank you for watching the videos. I know a lot of you guys are tuning in from different places and watching the videos. But about 60% of you guys are actually not registered, not subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe, smash the like button, and share that video to help the channel grow. I come here, I do this for you guys. I'm really hoping that I can help and help more people. Pretty much. That's all I wanted to say. Let's go right back into the chart. I must let you guys know again, nothing I say here is any suggestions for you guys to either buy, hold, or sell any crypto, or stocks, or anything for that matter. What I'm doing here is giving you guys everything that I'm looking at, interpreting the charts with no fluffs, no BS, just charts. All right, this is a full technical analysis. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those questions in the chat. I will try my best to get to your questions. A couple of you guys sometimes have dropped questions in the chat that I haven't had any chance to say them. And for those of you, a couple of you actually email me. I really do appreciate that. Some of you guys emailing me saying that you have learned a couple of things, or you do appreciate me covering and going into details like that the way that I do. That means a lot. I do appreciate it. Again, want to say hello to those of you guys that have dropped comments letting me know that you are watching those videos on replay. Whether it's in I believe that was it in Vietnam? I don't wanna butcher. I'm not gonna butcher your name, so I'm not going to say it. But I do appreciate it, and to my Polish viewers as well, I do appreciate you guys. I do see a couple of you guys from India. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Again, without you guys, that channel would not be able to be where it is right now. We are growing. Enough of that. Let's jump into the chart right now. Okay, so we are looking right now to see where we are. Again, guys, if you look here, so we have all of those. So I had marked this because I typically, beginning of the day, I would mark the previous day high and the previous day low in my chart. So just so I know where they are when I'm uh, day trading. So I know where those levels are because I use those levels as support and resistance a lot. Um, if we are looking at that, yes, we have a breakout. So this is bullish and we are all time high and this is blue sky. All right. The reason I am a little cautious, when I say I'm cautiously bullish, so I'm not pulling my punches, but I'm not going in like going all in. I'm not going to be fully invested because I'm not. There's no way I'm going to get caught off guard when I can clearly see that wedge pattern that's forming here. At some point, a move needs to be made to the upside. If I go in just a little more, right? A move will be made to the upside or the downside. It's going to happen, right? We can do it from here. There you go. Let me take some of this out, even though it is needed. I can take some of this out, so that way we don't have that much noise on the chart to make it very legible for everyone. Okay, so right now we sort of like grinding up. This is being used as a support, sort of like trend line. Okay, so we have that wedge. Once we get to this area here, we either going to break down or we're going to go up. And as of right now, the reason again I am cautiously optimistic or cautiously bullish is because you have to take a step back and see where we are and take a look at the big picture. If we are taking a look at the big picture, what exactly do we see? Let me go on the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. When we go out and want to take a quick look at that, there you go. I can remove that. I can put that back. What we're seeing is the same pattern that we had right at that level. What did we do? This is our channel right in here. This is the channel, right? We can all see the channel. So what did we do back here before we had that big drop? We actually went out of the channel. We stayed out of the channel for quite a while because the stock market, excuse me, the stock market can actually be irrational for a very long time. The stock market can stay irrational more than you can remain solvent. All right. So if you're going to take a short and waiting, I'm not trying to time it. This is why I give myself a lot of time. My put position I'm building is about nearly 6 to 8 months out. And I'm not putting a whole lot of money toward that. This is sort of like, hey, if I lose that, that's okay. But if we have a big drop, my portfolio is protected. So that's the way I'm using it. Again, what we are seeing here right now is that the beginning where we're going to do this for months on end. As you could see, when we break out above this level, that was in April 2021. We did not get back in there until June. I mean January of 2022. All right, from April to June up to January, we actually stayed bullish and stayed on the outside. So this is entirely possible. Okay, entirely possible to happen. But the reason I am cautiously bullish is because we are way up there. This was a nice one. We are way up there, and if you actually really dig in and really look at the stock market, there's not really much going on. This is why we keep on chopping right all up in this area. There's not much going on. It's not like every single stock is bullish. You know those times when the market is really on a bull one, where you just throw money on anything and it goes up. This is not the climate we're dealing with right now. This is not the climate right now. What you see right now, there are certain stock that's actually going up, and there are certain stock that's actually just going sideways for quite some time. We even have some that's like completely actually not crash, but has been suffering for quite some time. So this is where the S&P 500 is currently for the daily. Now, let's go on the 30 minutes intraday and let's see what happened and see how we're setting up. So we can see this is the crazy thing that happened today. So we had this big drop when the news came out, right? How interesting is that? That big drop, guess what that coincided with? You guys remember that trend line that I had, right? It coincides directly to the trend line. So it came and find support right at the trend line. So we had this big gap, and then right at the open, to my surprise, I will be completely honest with you guys. I was shocked. That move shocked me. I did not see that move coming. I thought maybe we might not crash, but I actually expected us to go down today, or maybe ending completely, just not too much, maybe like 3, 4, or maybe take a really big dump because the market does not like all this Fed stuff and whatever. But guess what? We actually found that support level right on that trend line. That's an old trend line that I had way back. If you guys want to take a look at that, that trend line started since December. This is why I love trend line, man. This is why I love trend line. So since December, see, I'm always talking to you guys about trend line. Hey, things are at trend line. I'm watching this trend line. This is why I love trend line. It is something that's always get respected. Since January 17, I had that trend line, and I had connected that trend line to right there to that level. And it's interesting that we pushed up and we had this big drop, and it was almost to the penny. We went to that trend line almost to the penny, and we bounced. Right? You guys can see that we bounce. Um, I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. I'll be completely honest with you, especially with that extra tariff news that just came out. It seems like the market is getting shaky. Don't know how we're going to digest that. The market typically don't like tariff talk because that means companies are going to have to spend more money, to import goods, which then going might spike inflation, right? Because tariffs is inflationary. Because if the companies are paying for it, yes, they will absorb some of the price, right? They will absorb some of it, but they will still pass on some of that cost to consumers. And when you get those really really greedy companies, they actually, if they have a 25% tariff, they will increase their prices. They take advantage of that and increase their prices by 30%, 40%. They do things like that. So that's the game we in. Only thing we can do is find those companies that would do that and we write them up. That's It's unfortunate. I understand for the public, it's not the best. But if you are a trader, if you are an investor, our job here is not really to um, have that more clarity on certain things. Our job as traders and investors is to find the winning trade. All right, we all have limits. All right, let me just put it that way. We all have limits around certain things. But what we do here is look for trade, so we stick to the chart. All right, and everything else, we can empathize with them. But hey, that's the name of the game. All right, so are we setting up some sort of inverted head and shoulder pattern at this level? It sort of seems like it right now. But I wouldn't bet too much on it because I just don't like that gap that we have. Although the gap is filled, I just don't really like it. I don't like the way it was displayed out. But again, remember one thing, guys. In case you forgot, tomorrow we do have CPI before market open. At 8:30, we have CPI, we have Consumer Price Index coming out, we have new home sales at 10. We have U.S. budget deficit at 2 p.m. So all these things can move the market. So if you are trading, make sure you putting trailing stop losses, or stick around and watch your thing. Get green, get out. I do not think the market right now is at a level where, the way I used to do things sometimes, I'll put on a trade, right? And I'll take my son and I'll go to the park. And when I come back, I'll see what the trade is doing. I'm no longer doing that. Right now, I'm finding my levels. I'm getting in. I'm getting out. If I didn't see the level before I stepped out, or before I go to do anything, I don't trigger anything. I used to let trades sitting there, right? This is the levels that I want. This is what I need to happen. I'm fortunate enough. I use Thinkorswim, so Thinkorswim, that's Schwab. If you guys are familiar with them, they do have a feature that allows you to put a trade with certain conditions. If those conditions are met, then the trade is triggered. So I used to do that sometimes, set my parameters for the trade, and even if I'm not around, if those conditions are met, the trade is triggered. I'm not doing that anymore. I just want to see things. I want to manage it. I want to get in, get green, get out. I'm not being greedy. Actually, maybe I am a little bit. Listen, if you're trading, you're not greedy. Nobody's going to tell you you're not greedy. I mean, I don't. I just don't want you to let that completely overtake your trading. But this is why I always tell everybody: size up on your winning trade. That is greed, in a way, because you can just take the money. But this is how you end up getting big winners. You size up. I will never forget one of the biggest mistakes I made trading. I bought options. I bought Leap I believe it was on SOXL. I bought Leaps on SOXL, and when SOXL started warning, I did not size up. I mean, actually, I sized up, but I sized down real quick, right? And I still have just one of those leaps left right now, and that one leap is up above of nearly 1,000%. But I didn't size up. By sizing up, that really, really, really would have paid off. You know what I mean? So this is why we size up for everything we do. Okay, going back to the chart. Looking at this here again, I'm not very comfortable with this. I'm not going to call that a pattern. The only pattern I maybe could have considered at this level, you could have said maybe just maybe you can consider that as a let's see, a bull flag. You guys should know this by now, right? You could say maybe we can consider that as a bull flag right now. But then again, this is that grayish area you guys are seeing. This is after hours. That's after hours market being included in that, just so you know. All right. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the Qs. Let's see what the Qs are doing. That was pretty much the exact same thing. As a matter of fact, I don't even like the way the Qs actually closed either. I where anytime I'm seeing any sort of patterns that almost look almost like we're doing something like this, I get a little, I get, I get a little itchy. I start looking at it like, huh, we may do this. You know what I mean? That seems more like a head and shoulder pattern. But then again, a lot can change tomorrow. Um, Patterns get breaking up or get voided by news events all the time. It doesn't matter how strong the pattern is. If the news is good enough, a lot of time it may take it down. So if I can show you guys right, if you look right here, this is what I'm talking about, right? So it seems like we did that at this level, right? Doesn't it look like that's what we're sort of doing? Then we drop. Okay, so you guys see it. So it's almost like we are doing the exact same thing here, right? So this is what I don't like about it. This is what I'm telling you guys. We are at all-time high. This is great. The market is at all-time high, but not every stock. You might hold things. I understand some of you guys may be looking at this right now saying, I understand you saying the market is at an all-time high, but I don't feel it. And I completely understand why you're not feeling it because not every single stock is warning. Some stocks are not really moving at all, and things like that does happen. All right. One quick thing I wanted to show you guys again. Let's see. Going to throw you guys a nugget. What was that stock that I was looking at? I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, update on Amazon. Update on Amazon, guys. Um, I'm looking at this on Amazon. I actually remember when I told you guys at this level, I only had one call left because when we started getting when we got to here, like I pretty much started to scale out. I actually sold a call against that to have a what we call a poor man's covered call. So it ended up being a covered call. So technically, I'm taking profit off the table. So if we have a drop that happens tomorrow, I'm protected. Just gonna close that position and try to put that money somewhere else. I'm not saying Amazon is done, that Amazon cannot go any higher, but if we are looking at probability right now, the higher probability is on a pullback, right? Based on what we're looking at, based on candlestick patterns, the probability is on a pullback as opposed to a move up, based on what we're seeing here right now. It's almost like we're getting a gravestone doji. All right, almost like we're getting a gravestone doji here. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it there with you guys. I'm gonna leave it there with you guys. I do appreciate you guys turning on again. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these things. By the way, I am getting set up to start live day trading. I'm trying to figure out the time because I do two different types of day trading. So I trade small caps and then I trade futures. Again, for those of you guys watching this on replay or when I hear yesterday, I am a partner. I am an affiliate with Apex Trader, currently wanting 80% off right now with Apex. And the way you get the discount with Apex is the same thing, right? When you're checking out, put the code POP in the coupon code, and you should be able to receive your 80% off. Right now it is 80% off, and make sure you check. I believe the reset. I don't quote me on that. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. But I do believe they also have discounts on the reset amount. So make sure to check that. They do have some good discount going on right now. There will be a link attached to this video if you're watching this on replay. If you are looking to start trading with a prop firm, feel free to go over to Apex and use that code to make sure you get that discount. All right, guys, take care. Best of luck tomorrow. Stay green, stay warm. If you're on the East Coast, I know it's still cold. I stepped out this afternoon, this evening actually, with the little kiddo, and it was super, super, super cold. Although the air feels fresh, it was very crisp. Actually, it was nice. But I do appreciate you guys turning on every night. I couldn't keep the channel going without you guys. The one thing I keep telling you guys, it doesn't matter if it's just one of you guys that tune in every single day. I will keep doing that. And again, I do appreciate those emails that I received from a few of you. That means a lot, and I will keep. I promise you guys, I will keep making those videos. If I can change one life, if I can change one of you guys, either by giving you an additional source of income where you can, have a little more freedom in your life, remove a little stress. I will keep pushing those videos out. But ideally, I would love to be able to take you guys to the point where you are your own boss. You can make your own money. You do that so you can pay your bills, and then you go out and try to do other things. All right. Well, take care, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Best of luck. Stay green. Have a good night. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Peace.